Long time ago, a young man crossed the sea and arrived in France. He was determined to apply for the prestigious Paris Conservatory of Music. During the examination, although he did his best to showcase his highest level of skill, the examiner still did not accept him. Thus, penniless, the young man went to a bustling street not far from the conservatory. Under a large tree, he began to play his violin. He played one piece after another, gradually attracting countless passers-by who stopped to listen. Hungry, the young man finally held up his violin case, and the spectators began to take out money and place it inside. However, at that moment, a scoundrel appeared. With disdain, he threw money at the young man's feet. The young man looked at the scoundrel, bent down, picked up the money from the ground, and handed it back to him, saying, "Sir, you dropped your money." The scoundrel took the money, then threw it at the young man's feet again and arrogantly said, "This money is already yours. You must take it." The young man looked at the scoundrel again, bowed deeply, and said, "Sir, thank you for your generosity. Earlier your money fell and I bent down to pick it up for you. Now my money is on the ground. May I trouble you to pick it up for me as well?" The scoundrel was stunned by the young man's unexpected response. In the end, he picked up the money from the ground, placed it into the young man's violin case, and then left in embarrassment. Among the crowd of spectators, a pair of eyes had been quietly watching the young man all along. It was none other than the examiner from earlier. The examiner took the young man back to the conservatory and ultimately admitted him. This young man, named Bill, later became a well-known musician. His most famous composition was titled, "Hold Your Head High." When we fall into the lowest points of life, we may sometimes face unwarranted disdain. When we struggle desperately for a livelihood, there may be those who trample on our dignity without hesitation. Our instinct is to resist head-on, but this often only encourages those who lack knowledge and virtue to escalate their actions. Therefore, instead of direct confrontation, it is better to respond with wisdom and use a tolerant heart to both demonstrate and uphold our dignity. At that moment, you will realize that no evil can stand